It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder control the tap. Paul. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Charlotte basketball. Got it.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Down to Adams. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Paul to Adams. Shot from in close, no good. Rozier into the front court. The lead is 2. To Batum. And throws it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Screen coming. Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Adams down low. Shot from the lane won't go. Charlotte with the basketball. To Nick Batum. Takes stock of the floor. Monk matched up with Paul. Can't connect. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Andre Robertson, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 46%. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Rozier with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Another chance. Paul the rebound.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Deep right corner.
Right.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. 2-point advantage. Miles Bridges. To Rozier. Fires the 3. Knocks it down.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good.
Number 5, Nicholas.
lost them both. Rozier into the front court. Leads 3. Miles Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rozier. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To Paul. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Rozier with it. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. To Batum. Miles Bridges. Trying to cash in. Rozier, shot no good. Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. So the Hornets with the lead after 1 at Spectrum Center. Jay and I return to Uptown Charlotte after this. This is the NBA, and it's on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Has a chance. Paul shot off the mark. Monk guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. Batum picked up by Nader. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Paul with it up top. Down 5. Ferguson to Paul. No good. Hornets right now in possession. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. The jumper's off the mark.
Here we go. I got him.
Cruises inside for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the Hornets. Number 3, Terry Rozier.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
To Batum. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. To Nick Batum. Has a look. And the Thunder with the rebound. Ferguson. Down low Adams.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 6 now. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
It was right there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Hornets have the basketball. To Batum. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. To Paul.
Watch the pick. See it.
OKC now with 4 to shoot. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They trail by 1. To Nick Batum. That's no good. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Long key from 3/4 court. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Thunder have the lead, but not by much. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Hornets are within striking distance at the half, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Charlotte Hornets,
Game track. Field goals.
this matchup has been all about consistent offense. Each team has a solid field goal percentage, and in turn, it makes the second half all about the defense. I want to see which players step up to make the difference.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Guillermo Gomez lost his shot and still hasn't found it. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Everybody clap your hands.
Rozier into the front court. His guys down 3. To Miles Bridges. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Carmelo Anthony traded, but Sam Presti turns that into Dennis Schroeder.
And I love this acquisition by the Thunder. When you think about Schroeder, he is almost the opposite of what Russell Westbrook is. He is not a ball-dominant guard. He will have the ball in his hands, but he's more apt to make plays quickly with the ball than Russell, who likes to hold on to the ball towards the end of the shot clock.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. To Miles Bridges. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Slams it down, and boy, that was a lot to navigate.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, You need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Here comes the screen. Danilo Gallinari able to recover with the block. Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken down by Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. To Adams. Good look that time, but off the mark. Rozier with it. His guys now down by a point. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. Paul. Down low, Gallinari. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Cody Zeller picked up by Adams. Not that time. Now Paul with the basketball. Up by 3. Here comes the screen. Paul to Adams. Steven Adams with the slam. Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Rozier.
Shot up, shot down.
Can't connect from in close. Paul across the timeline. Up 5.
Right.
Now a pass stolen by the Hornets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Oklahoma City's got it. Missed a wide open look. Down the lane to lay it in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Paul into the front court. Leads 3. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Try from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Paul. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Here comes the screen. And a throwdown. That ends the third quarter. The Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they've really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They're down 3. Monk against the elite defender Robertson. Shot clock winding down. Rozier. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Adams. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Count the basket inside.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Paul with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Down to Adams. Can't connect. Rozier into the front court. Down 3. And Adams able to clear the board. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. And scores. Strong take.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Thunder with the basketball. Paul. Now Adams down low. Oh, he had it. To Rozier. Down to 5 on the 24. Going to launch beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Oops, he missed the first one. Second and 3 is good. Now Paul with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock to Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Rozier with it. Leads 1. Monk against Adams. To Rozier. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Thunder with the basketball. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His team up by 1. Here comes the screen. Rozier shot no good. Gilgeous-Alexander to Adams. It goes down. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute. Substitution being made in this one. To Batum. Marvin Williams, picked up by Paul. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Textbook defense. The Thunder have the possession. Short jumper off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Good victory here for the Thunder as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Charlotte Hornets just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. The Hornets got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Game track. Field goals.